faith and learning view is one that corresponds with our text by Cosgrove, that faith and learning go hand to hand in hand. And as we grow in one area, it will enhance the other. And Cosgrove talked a little bit about it being a circular analogy where one builds on the other. And I certainly believe that this has been true in my life as I've tried to learn more about the Christian faith, learn more about what the Bible says and how that applies to my everyday life. Our previous class called Faith and Learning. One of the textbooks was written by Arthur Holmes, and he said that all truth is God's truth, no matter the source. And that's something that I felt and believed for a very long time. And when I originally read that, it brought back to mind an event that, or a discussion I had with a friend some number of years ago, probably 15 or so now, but there had been something that had been presented in his church, and basically it was a quote from Janis Joplin, and I don't remember the quote, but the quote was truth. And Bernie's response to that was something to the effect of, why should I listen to anything she has to say? And he was basing that on her worldly lifestyle and everything else. And I just walked away from the conversation, and I wish that I had had enough knowledge at the time to tell him that, well, truth comes from all sources. And truth comes from the biology lab and the astronomy lab, just as well as from the Bible. And it doesn't necessarily have anything to do with the individual's faith or faith system as they find new knowledge and find new truth. The biologists who learn something new about how the living cell works is God's truth, and we can accept that and learn from that just as well as we can learn from reading Proverbs. The trick is integrating those things and viewing new knowledge in light of what we know about the Christian faith. And sometimes that becomes difficult. There are gray areas, and it's a constant learning process. And I think that the faith and learning class and this worldview class and the text that we've read from those shows that we have a responsibility to continue in our education. Whether that education is Christian foundation, as I'm a Christian ministries major, and that's my interest, but others may have an interest in biology or law or economics or business or whatever. God needs Christians in all those fields to work ethically with the sound biblical principles, helping them to make their decisions so that they're more ethical places to work. And one can only imagine if we would not have had fiascos like Enron had there been some foundational Christian beliefs in the management of that particular organization that really stole millions of dollars from a lot of different people. I think that my faith in learning is something that's going to continue to grow. I still, although I've walked with the Lord for over 20 years and have been a Christian for pushing 40, I still have areas that I need to grow in my faith, and those those things come up from time to time, and I have to go back to what I know, and what I know about God and the Bible. And as I study things like biology in a college atmosphere, I have to view some of the information presented in the textbook in the light of what I believe to be biblical truth and the truth about this world and its creation. So it's an ongoing process. It'll last a lifetime. And if we look at it any other way, then we're probably going to miss out on something that God has for us. Thank you.